Hey, this is Wi-Fi Willie. Got some news for you, and I definitely need to shave at some point. So, Mike Mayock was fired in a cold-blooded way by Mark Davis and the Raiders. This is reported by several insiders from the NFL. Albert Breer is one of them. Basically, nobody knew he was going to get fired. Rich Bisaccia, the coaching staff, the scouting staff, none of them knew. They found out the same way we did. So here's Albert Breer here. Couldn't make it up when Mayock was leaving the building. The guys working for him thought he was leaving for the day. And they found out. And no one said anything to them, and they found out the rest via social media. So the same way that we found out, I was taking a crap on the toilet, to be honest, when I found out that Mayock was fired. All these other people found out the same way. They found out they'd no longer have a job. They found out that they'd have to move. They'd no longer be in Vegas. And that's pretty cold-blooded and intense, but we know that's how the NFL rolls, man, especially with players. They are cut instantly, even re-signed the next day. A lot of moving parts, but interesting to see this happen with the GM where there was no open line of communication. I mean, Mark Davis kind of did Mayock dirty and the rest of the coaching staff because just like Cameron Wolf is reporting here, the Raiders sent out general manager and head coaching interview requests as their scouts, coaches, and executives worked on the All-Star Pro Bowl game prep free agency, not knowing the team already decided to fire Mike Mayock and started looking for his replacement. People in that building are not happy with how the team did business. So you had everybody work. You have everybody work under the impression that this regime was going to continue. There was a complete shocker, and then boom, out of nowhere, all these scouts, all these coaches, all these execs really find out that all the work they did for this since the end of the game doesn't matter, because once Mayock's out, everything falls apart. You know, he brought in his own scouts. He's the one who appointed Rich Bisaccia to be the interim head coach anyway. So once that domino is pulled out, everything falls apart, and people are not happy. So here's the way I look at it. Mark Davis, you must know you're bringing something successful and something big into the Raiders if you're willing to burn a bridge like this. You know, look, Cameron Wolf is saying people in the building are not happy. Mark Davis just burned a bridge with every coach in that room, with every scout in that room, and every executive in that room. None of these people are going to want to work for Mark Davis in the future. So either he's acting irrationally, which I don't think he is. Mark Davis looks funny, but he's a smart, business savvy guy. So he probably knows that he's got an all-star coming in and doesn't mind burning a few bridges. You saw him do that with Del Rio. Now, there were more rumors circulating up until when Del Rio got fired at the end of the 2017 season, but it was still a shocker to Del Rio. He openly said that he didn't know. Him and Mark Davis didn't have a conversation, but it was in the ether. It was in the news. And this Mike Mayock firing was not really in the news. It was in the news when Gruden was here in May, just because of the draft, and we thought maybe he would be the scapegoat for John Gruden. And then once John Gruden was let go, everything turned upside down. And we thought maybe they would roll with Mayock and Bisaccia, but apparently they are going to get rid of them without even telling them in the middle of the night, and they are going to find out that Mayock is fired the same way me and you find out through freaking tweets on social media. So that's insane to think about. But I guess the plus side, if you're a Raiders fan, but I just first want to say, I understand Mark Davis doing this, but I also believe that this is a little too cold-blooded for me. I would like us to try to be in good graces with somebody like Gus Bradley, to try to maybe bring him in, depending on who we bring in with the coaching staff. What if we bring in an offensive-minded coach? Maybe we could still retain Gus Bradley, because guess what? I know it's not the perfect defense. It's predictable. It's cover 3. Charles Woodson makes fun of it, but it was successful for us, and it helped us reach a level of defense that we haven't had in several years. And I don't think our defense is just great because we have good talent like Crosby and Hobbs. Obviously, that has a lot to do with it, but I think the scheme really played to the roster we have. And some of these Chargers who we brought in, Denzel Perryman, look at him. He had a Pro Bowl year. When's the last time the Raiders had a Pro Bowl linebacker? I just want to say that real quick. But Vincent Bosnior, Las Vegas Review-Journal, the sense I'm getting from people in the NFL, the Raiders head coach and GM openings are particularly attractive. It's going to be an interesting week or so. So that's what I'm saying. You're willing to burn a bridge with the whole coaching staff. You're willing to burn a bridge with all these scouts. You're willing to just get rid of Mayock without telling anybody. Maybe it's because this is a hot spot job. Everybody wants to be the coach of Vegas. Everybody wants to be the coach or the GM of the flashy Vegas team in Allegiant Stadium. So looks like we're going to be able to bring in somebody high profile, and you're going to probably hear rumors all day about who's going to be the coach. As far as the betting odds are concerned, Jim Harbaugh is number one to be the head coach. I originally made fun of the fact that Jim Harbaugh would come here. I thought it was ridiculous, preposterous. Looks like I didn't know what Mark Davis was exactly thinking. And looks like I also didn't know how much cash Mark Davis has. Looks like Mark Davis is ready to spend some cash on the new coaching staff. I thought after the Gruden thing, he would try to get somebody on a bargain deal, but he must have more cash than we really know, and he's willing to throw it in that direction. So we'll see what happens. Interesting season as always, tons of turmoil, and hopefully no matter what happens, we go deeper into the playoffs. We don't go one and done in the playoffs, but we'll be on the lookout and let you guys know every single thing that's happening. Remember to subscribe to this channel, Wi-Fi Willie Raiders, for more content like this. I go live once a week, and make sure to like this video. It really helps me out in the algorithm. And leave a comment. I want to know your guys' thoughts. Did the Raiders do Mayock dirty? Should they have told Mayock, and should they have told the staff ahead of time what was going on? Or do you think it was okay to let them work the full day as if everything was normal, knowing damn well that they were going to can Mayock at the end of the night? So let me know what you think about that. This has been Wi-Fi Willie. Peace out and have a good one. Later.